With Marvel Rivals Season 1 now live, there's no better time to start your ranked journey, improve your skills, and climb through the ranks. Today, we're going to be looking at 10 fundamental mistakes players make to help increase your win rate and help you rank up faster, even while solo queuing. Some of these are just plain good practices that help you maintain high APM, or actions per minute, increase your chance of survivability, and reduce the number of errors you're making throughout your games. The harder the game, the less room for errors you have. So tweaking your fundamentals and striving for consistency is going to have a huge impact on the quality of your games. The first one we're going to talk about is spamming W. This is a bad habit you see on Overwatch as well, where players can continue to walk forward even after seeing the enemies, effectively moving into enemy territory and the enemy's ideal damage range. For tank or Vanguard, you should always take space first, as you have the most HP. Once you get to the point, play cover on your side of the point, and do not advance into the enemy choke unless you're trying to finish the fight and go for the wipe. As a DPS or duelist, once you arrive on point, try not to sit next to your tank, as you will eat damage intended for them, since most DPS players damage spam the tank. Ideally, you want to be on an off angle, converging from 1 or 2 meters to the left, right, or above. This will create an additional pressure point on the enemy team and ensure your support is not forced to lump heal 3 players at once. As a support, you should have the furthest back position on your team, overseeing the entire battlefield, enabling you to assist any player engaged in a fight. Excessively moving forward as support or strategist is especially dangerous, as not only are you losing sight of your DPS off angling, you are a high value target moving closer to enemy damage, increasing your chance of elimination. Once you get to the fight, stop advancing. Instead, orbit your side of the map, constantly off angling and using cover, forcing enemies to close the gap, entering your defenses and your damage range. Number 2. Pay attention to your team. Whether you like them or not, you're stuck with them, and you need to help them whenever you can. Sometimes you may get lobbies stacked against you, where you will have little to no room for mistakes. The odds of winning those games are not impossible, but it's in those games you will need to work on supporting your team more rather than challenging for solo elims. You need to understand that even the best player cannot single-handedly carry an uncoordinated team. So rather than focusing on teammates' mistakes, you can understand their playstyle and try to treat it. If they overextend, focus heal on them. If they're not dealing enough damage, help them engage their target and try to assist on that elimination. Try not to flame teammates or ask them what to play. They will not improve suddenly just because you want it. Just let them play their main, as they probably have the best chance of playing efficiently with that pick. If your DPS is playing separated, do not separate yourself from your entire team to help one person. It is their responsibility to get back into your line of sight, so you can help them with heals or damage on their fight. As a tank or Vanguard, do not aggressively take space without knowing if your team is able and prepared to follow. Slow and steady is better, giving players enough time to notice and react. As DPS, focus high-value targets like supports or other DPS, and don't damage spam tanks unless they aggressively take space. Try to assist other DPS players in getting any elimination. As support, focus heal on tank to allow them to hold space, and only deal damage if you're getting dived or your team is already fully healed. Number 3. Use the communication wheel. Another factor for success is communication. Most new players do not have the attention span or are able to distribute their attention across the whole team. So make it a habit to communicate whenever you require your team's attention, whether it's healing, you have no cooldowns to continue engaging and need to fall back, or you want to attack a high-value target. The communication wheel is your friend. Alternatively, you can use individual communication hotkeys. Number 4. Learn to flex. The ideal formation is 2 tanks, 2 DPS, 2 support. Alternately, 1 tank, 3 DPS, 2 support also works. Another viable composition is 3 DPS, 3 support, as healing is very powerful in Marvel Rivals, more so than Overwatch 1 or 2. If you want a main duelist, be prepared to have a lower win rate, as you will only be dealing damage, not blocking or healing damage, so your overall team impact is lower than if you're tanking or healing. Remember, Marvel Rivals is a team game, so you'll always get better value looking to support teammates, either by tanking to keep players alive to hold space, or healing to save teammates from dying. Number 5. Use the map. Marvel Rivals maps have 1 main lane, 1 left lane or flank, and 1 right lane or flank. Lanes are closer to main, flanks are further away. You can create an off angle on any lane, by simply moving to the left or right of the lane, again, creating an additional pressure point in the fight. You should never flank after the fight just started, as you're not contributing meaningful damage to finish the fight, effectively leaving your team in a 5v6 while you flank. You can set up a flank before the fight starts to distract enemies and allow your team to hard push the main lane. Rotate naturally to power positions, high ground, near health packs, any position that would cause the enemies to leave cover to contest. As you play, continue looking to create an advantage for your team and overpower the enemy team. Number 6. Team timing versus staggering. Learning proper pacing or timing requires your team to move as a unit. If you leave spawn and are ahead, slow down and wait for your team. If you start the fight alone, the enemy's attention will be fully on you, as no one else is there to distract and take the pressure off of you. If your team starts staggering, slow down and even wait for everyone so you can attack at the same time. In the meantime, don't go AFK. Find a safe spot that you can consistently poke from without getting pushed or separated from your team. If there is no such place available, all you have to do is wait for your team. An aggressive way of stopping a team stagger is feeding or intentionally dying when your tank dies. That way you can leave spawn together and reset the fight. Number 7. Tunnel vision. It's very important not to get tunnel vision, which means getting hard focused on any single thing, whether it's getting a kill, healing your tank, taking a position, etc. You should constantly shift focus to allow you to have an eye on the big picture, seeing what is happening on all lanes and with all the roles on your team. Focusing on a single thing is not a predictor for success, as the best players will be able to single out the right kill at the right time, while retaining focus on how their team is performing, if they're pushing, falling back, if their supports are unavailable, etc. Number 8. Economy. Any cooldown is considered a resource, whether it's a part of your basic kit, your ultimate, even reload time can be considered a cooldown. To secure space or a kill, ideally you want to use as little cooldowns as possible. If you find yourself having to use your entire kit to secure a single kill, odds are that is not a good investment for your cooldowns. Do use cooldowns whenever you have them, so you're not waiting for an ideal scenario, but try to get the most value possible when using them. Any long cooldowns or ultimates you want to have available when the enemies start investing their own resources into the fight. Counter-ulting is a viable strategy, as long as you do not ultimate first. Summarize, the longer the fight is taking, the more cooldowns you want to have available, since you will not be able to sustain and survive without them. Continue to learn your cooldown timing and cycle through them to maintain good uptime while having the right cooldowns available. Disengaging. Your health is another underrated resource you should be mindful of. Even if you have all your cooldowns available, you will not be able to use anything if you're dead. Also, not utilizing cover, not disengaging, puts pressure on your support, meaning they cannot heal others efficiently. Once you're half HP, you should use cooldowns to ensure you survive and can take cover. Not putting constant pressure on your support means they can focus high-value targets like a tank holding space, another DPS off angling, etc. One of the biggest factors for success is your uptime, and since you cannot get kills, damage, or raise your APM if you're dead, staying alive is one of the easiest, most valuable skills to learn. Any alive player can outperform a good dead player. Last but not least here on our list, target priority. Most people damage spam tanks, since they're big, easy targets. All the while, enemy DPS is dealing damage, supports are healing tank, so the fight is endless until high-value targets are identified and prioritized. Supports keep up their team so they're the highest value target, followed by DPS who have the highest damage output, and tanks who have the highest HP and are difficult to kill with active support. If all enemies are grouped up and it's difficult to single out support or DPS for example, then continue to poke equally until space is created and enemies move back, possibly out of position or separating where you can isolate and eliminate. Don't forget to check out MadMonk. It is the only energy supplement I trust. I always start my day off with the focus, with the caffeine, slow release, 3 to 6 hours of energy, great for gaming, great for focus, work, studies, anything, and also I end my day with Champion. All-in-one multivitamin, also from MadMonk. Try MadMonk today at no risk using my affiliate code in the description. 100% money back guarantee, only on the website. Go for it. Now let me know which one of these made the biggest difference for you. I'm going to start posting hero guides for each hero and role, so drop your name in the comments so I can jump on those first. But yeah, that's it guys. Join the Discord, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you on the next one.